scary ghost videos. Fun or fear? I found this creepy video over on TikTok. It shows an ordinary night in a family home when something terrifying happens. In the background, a creepy dark shadow can be seen moving into the house. Even though it happened right next to everyone, nobody notices the figure at all. Then, all the toys in the baby's playpen jump at the same time. A few seconds later, it happens again, but with even more force. This makes the man jump, but the baby doesn't seem scared. So what do you think is going on here? Is a ghost trying to play, or is something much more sinister going on? You tell me. Poltergeist activity. This terrifying video was uploaded to YouTube by the ghost hunter Roland with me, and apparently shows footage of poltergeist activity in his own home, which started after he brought back some haunted dolls after a trip.
Something in here. Alright. That thing just moved again. Move the knives, move the spices, do something to let me know that you're here. Oh shit. Holy. Alright. Something's still coming from in that area there. But I don't know what the happened there. Like, the spice rack was moving. Okay. That is moving again. Holy. Alright. Are you moving the spice rack again? All right, I'm going to do a spirit box session in here and see what I get out of that. I would like you to not move the knives anymore. Can you please not move the knives anymore? I don't want knives flying in the house. Oh, shit. Are you moving the coffee maker? Oh, shit.
Captured on Roland's indoor CCTV camera, a knife can be seen being pulled out of the knife block, mysteriously all on its own. Then, bizarrely, the knife jumps out of the knife block, hitting the cupboards above it before crashing onto the floor. All the while, the lights can be seen flickering on and off. Roland explains that apparently the last time this happened, the knife had flown all the way into his living room, but that this is the first time he's actually caught it on camera. Then, disturbing noises can be heard coming from another part of Roland's house, and then out of nowhere, the spice rack mysteriously moves all by itself. Roland demands the ghost move it again, and sure enough, the rack spins around on its own. The activity doesn't stop there though. Roland grabs a spirit box and attempts to communicate with the quote, ghost that supposedly haunts his house. Then, everything on the counter suddenly slides across the kitchen surface with force. So, what do you think? Is Roland's home really haunted by a ghost, or is it all just for views? You tell me. Friend or evil? These next set of creepy clips I put together were uploaded to the YouTube account King Crimson, who claims his house is haunted. King Crimson says that horrifying paranormal activity has been occurring in his home, most of which has been centered around his child. Over a period of time, King Crimson documented numerous creepy videos of paranormal activity and uploaded the videos to YouTube, and this is what they showed.
one. Come on, Daddy. D-I-A-M-E-N. I just done family and D. Yeah. Z and a P. Z O. Joe. No. When I spell or Wade. Yeah. Z and a P. What happened? Can I read this part?
The young child can be seen playing and weirdly appears to be talking to someone or something we can't see. Then, when the child steps away, the bowl all of a sudden slides to the side, mysteriously all by itself. In the next clip, as the child is stood in front of a TV, which strangely just shows static, a creepy noise is heard, followed by a loud bang, which startles the child, who then flees the room in fear. In another clip, the child can be seen playing with fridge magnets, when shockingly, all of the fridge magnets slide across the fridge towards him. The child then asks, "What happened?" before stepping back and running away, obviously terrified by what he just witnessed. In the following clip, we can see the child reading when the TV all of a sudden switches on, then a Ouija board placed on top of the TV mysteriously falls off and onto the floor. The child then decides to play with the Ouija board, and if you look to the top of the screen, a bunch of orbs can be seen floating around. A strange voice is heard, followed by a loud bang, which causes the child to jump back onto the chair for safety. Then we can see the child playing with the fridge magnets again, but this time the chair suddenly slides towards him as if it's being pulled by some invisible force. The child screams in terror and runs to find his dad. However, when the child returns, his toy sword bizarrely rolls right towards him. In the final clip, the boy decides to play with the Ouija board. He then looks at his own reflection in the mirror, but as soon as he looks away, his eyes in his reflection all of a sudden glow white, and it continues to stare out at the boy. He leaves without realizing what's just happened, and a few moments later, the planchette slides off the Ouija board all on its own. So what do you think is going on here? Is this work of a poltergeist or an evil spirit? Does King Crimson's child have an attachment? Or maybe it's all just for views? You tell me. Rear view. This next horrifying video has been shared before. It was recorded on a taxi driver's in-cab security camera and shows something absolutely horrifying. As the driver is distracted and talking on his phone, we can see a hint of some sort of figure in the back seat behind him. A few moments later, its horrifying, childlike face appears to peek out further. When the driver finally glances back, the ghostly face ducks back behind the car seat. The man, understandably terrified, flees his cab in fear. So what do you think? Is this something paranormal? You tell me. Nightmare on the job. These creepy clips were uploaded to TikTok by user Tim Saver. Tim explains that while working as a security guard on night shifts, strange and unexplainable things have been happening at the facility he works at.
A power outage in one of the storage rooms was causing the fire alarm to go off. I have to turn them off manually, and part of my job is to also do a walkthrough of the room. What you're about to see is the first time the entity in this facility has manifested physical aggression. Night 5. I set up my camera and leave the room to see if I might capture something. Here's the moment after only an hour of recording.
Tim investigates his workplace, armed only with his phone camera and flashlight. He hears a creepy noise coming from somewhere in the darkness, and he begins to panic. Tim rushes around trying to find where the creepy noises are coming from, but he doesn't find anything. Then, all of a sudden, Tim is forcefully pushed to the ground and dragged by something we can't see. Tim then decides to get the hell out of there. In another clip, Tim sets up his camera in an area which he thinks is the center of all the activity. He mentions an access hatch at the top right could be the source, so he leaves his camera running, pointing at this hatch. And after an hour, the light begins to flicker, and then the access hatch mysteriously starts banging open and closed all on its own. Tim decides to venture up into the access hatch, armed only with his camera and flashlight, and captures this.
I was investigating a water leak and had tracked the source to a damaged AC system in this abandoned unit. The entity manifests near the end of the video.
As As Tim is inspecting the access hatch, a small statue can be seen amongst the metalworks. At first, nothing stands out, but if you look closely, a hand can be seen grabbing onto the top part of the statue, and when Tim pans his flashlight towards it, the hand is no longer there. However, as Tim is taking a good look around, the hand can be seen on the statue again. This time, Tim notices it, and then suddenly the hand slips away out of view. Terrified by this, Tim gets out of there. On another night, Tim investigates a water leak when out of nowhere, several loud bangs are heard. Then, a door right in front of him can be seen opening all on its own. It stays open for a few seconds before slamming shut right in front of Tim. Tim enters the restroom with caution, and then a creepy laugh is heard which frightens him. Then, horrifyingly, as Tim is in the restroom, a pair of legs can be seen standing motionless in front of one of the cubicle doors. Tim sees it and grabs a crowbar, but when he checks inside the cubicle, no one's there. Tim claims that all these scary things he captured on camera at his workplace are real, and his viewers believe they are too. Many of Tim's viewers agree that he should quit his job and report these findings to his manager. But what do you think? Is Tim's workplace really haunted as he claims? You tell me. Thanks so much for watching. I've noticed a large number of my viewers aren't subscribed yet, so this is just another friendly reminder that if you enjoyed this video, to please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you'll never miss another video. And if you want to watch more scary videos just like this one, you can click any of these scary videos shown on the screen. See you Saturday.